Hey guys, this is Jyotika and welcome back to my channel. I've been busy so I couldn't post any video, but finally the video is here. And if you're looking for a perfect weekend getaway with your friends or family, stay tuned because I'm about to spill all the details for you. So without any more waiting, let's get into the video. We started our journey at 4 o'clock pm from Vijayawada, and after a 17-hour long journey, we have reached Hubli at 6 o'clock am in the morning, which was the next day. The long journey had left us exhausted and hungry, so we had to stop for the breakfast. I had half a dosa and some idli with my mom, and the food was okay good, but it was warm and filling. After breakfast, we headed to our first destination, Vibhuti Falls, which according to the itinerary was supposed to be a short trek, but it took us 20 to 25 minutes to reach the top. The trail was so beautiful, surrounded by greenery and all, which I couldn't resist myself but take pictures and videos of them. Finally, the waterfalls, totally worth the struggle. It was really beautiful. And if you need to change or freshen up, there are these tiny houses surrounded here, but they charge around 100 per house, where you can change and get ready or freshen up for your next destination. After that, we head for lunch, where I ordered butter naan with some mushroom curry. The ambience of this place was amazing, and also everywhere I go there are only trees with a peaceful vibe and lush greenery all around. Next, we visited the mangrove forest, which had a beautiful broad walk winding through the trees. And there is also backwaters here where you can do boating. Since we were running out of time, we could only spend a few minutes here. I also noticed many couples taking pictures for the pre-wedding shoots and all. The view was absolutely stunning, and by the time we left, it had already gotten quite dark. For our final stop of the day, we visited the Murudeshwar temple. While this place is best experienced in the morning light, I have to admit it was just as magical at night. The Gokarna was changing colors, the Shiva statue looked larger than my life, and the entire place had this peaceful vibe. After the darshan, we explored the artificial cave beneath the massive Shiva statue with an entry fee of just 10 rupees. Inside, you can see these crafted sculptures narrating the story of how Ravana obtained the Atmalinga from Lord Shiva and how Lord Ganesha tricked him into preventing his immortality. The cloth covering the Atmalinga fell on Kanduka hill, now known as Murudeshwara, while the Atmalinga itself was placed in Gokarna and is worshipped as Mahabaleshwara. It's a very interesting spot worth exploring. For dinner, I had seized one egg fried rice, and let's just say it was okay, but the vibe was 10 on 10. We arrived at our stay near Nirvana Beach really late at night, so I couldn't film anything since it was too dark. But next morning, I woke up to the soothing sound of waves. It was a perfect wake up call for me. On day 2, we started to another temple, which is the Mahabaleshwar temple. It's a very powerful temple, and everyone had to dress up in traditionals only. Photography is also not allowed. I got to experience the Sparsha Darshanam of the Sivalingam, but I had to wait in a long line for 2 to 3 hours. After Darshanam, we had some breakfast and headed to our next destination, which is the Om Beach. The streets leading to the beach were so beautiful with flowers and all. This place looked like it came straight out of a postcard, with clear blue water, golden sand, and the perfect beach vibe. We had to hike down the beautiful trail, and though it took some effort, but the amazing views made it totally worth it. The only problem is the heat. The sun was so intense that walking barefoot on the sand was impossible. Luckily, there was a small cafe nearby, so we stopped there to have some juice and relax. Also, there were these boats offering rides to watch dolphins for just 100 rupees. We didn't have time to go, but if you ever visit this beach, it's definitely something worth trying. And our last stop was Dandeli, which took us 4 hours to reach from Gokarna. On the way, we passed through a dense forest with only trees around, and no villages were seen until we reached Dandeli. We arrived at a stay called River Point around 6:40 pm. The place offered both regular rooms and tents. Our package included the tents, but you could upgrade to a room for an extra charge if you wanted. The property had a game room, swimming pool, and rain dance setup. There was more to explore, but I'll show them around in the daylight. This trip was special because we were celebrating my parents' 25th anniversary, so of course we had to celebrate with a cake. Afterwards, it was time for food. This was the only place apart from the whole trip where the food was included in our itinerary, and the food tasted so good here. After dinner, we freshened up, sat around the bonfire for a bit, and then went to bed. This is where we spent the night. The final day, day 3, here is a daytime view of our stay. Let me show you around. And after enjoying a fun filled morning, we spotted not just one but two crocodiles. We were told that they even get fed here. For breakfast, I had bread pakoda, semia upma, and the classic bread and jam. With that, we set off for the final destination of our trip, the moment I had been waiting for. We finally went to the Kali River for water activities. Our itinerary included kayaking, ziplining, zorbing, and swimming, all free of charge, with only river rafting requiring an additional fee. My father, brother, and I were eager to try river rafting, but I was absolutely terrified. However, I eventually decided to go for it, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions I have ever made.
Get down.
The adrenaline, the splashes, the thrill, I loved every second of it. We even got DSLR pictures and videos, which costed us around 200 per person. It was totally worth it. After rafting, we also did boating. This time, my mom joined too. And then I tried zorbing, which was basically me rolling around like a confused hamster, but it was fun. And just like that, our trip came to an end. We had one last amazing meal, packed our bags, and got our train back home. If you guys enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about the travel agency or itinerary, just drop them in the comments. I would be happy to help you. See you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.